born without tear ducts. That might have been somebody laughing. Because we're all trapped inside.
I full on just did a whole like dance thinking that I was on, and I was not on yet. So I'm just gonna do the dance again. I had a chance to course correct, and I could have just done something less weird. But I'm just gonna like tell you about how weird it was, and go back a couple seconds and do some of this. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Plus Time, the live stream comedy show to get us all through this. I'm your host, Jameson Rogers, and as always, I'm here to remind you that even though things suck right now, and boy, howdy, do they always suck, there's at least a chance that they won't always suck forever, you know? Say if you just, they say comedy is just tragedy plus time. If we keep using all this time to create things, one day we can look back on this and laugh. Did I say it right? Who knows? Doesn't matter. Getting us started off right is my co-host of now 45 episodes and my brother of 28 years, Drew Rogers, everybody. What's up, Drew?
Hey, dude.
How's it going?
What up? I'm ready
Nothing
to
much.
do this. 45,
yo. Yeah, 45. Crazy.
Yeah.
45. Yeah, that's another. That's a thing that if you're watching for the first time, some of you are first-timer timies out there probably. You don't know that Drew draws drawings, and during the show, he will draw a whole tapestry of things based on what we're talking about in the conversation. Like you got there, just kind of the beginnings of what's happening next with this last week right here. Tell us a little bit about what we got going on there, Drew.
The middle with the orange. Is what happens if you don't get the vaccine. You're just going to be out of service immediately in the desert.
Right.
Because you don't have the 5G chip from your vaccination.
Right.
Below that is, I believe, an ass rocket. And we talked about the...
Sorry, go ahead. I was going to say, I don't remember the full riff. Yeah, but that's what we needed to happen. I think this is there's like a floating yarmulke up there to the right. What that is?
I think that's the character. I can't think of his name from last week.
Oh yeah, the guy from last week. I should see. We have a spreadsheet. I just haven't updated it in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, do you want me to leave it back up? Sorry, you weren't done.
No, that's cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Wait, did you? Okay, I'll put it back up.
It keeps flipping back up and down for me, so I don't know what exactly is happening.
All right, it's up for me right now. Is it still there?
Okay, it is for me too. The
Good.
far bottom left is how people feel who are like huggers throughout the pandemic. It was just a tough time to be a hugger.
Boy, howdy.
And the top left is somebody with really bad scoliosis. I don't remember exactly what going on there, but I feel bad for him.
I believe it was Astray was talking about if I were to be the one to draw, that's what it would be. Just like stick figures that are in so much pain from how terribly drawn they are.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So what have you been up to since last we spoke, which was like 4 days ago in person?
Well, we went on a donut excursion. Cameron, our other brother, and I. We got a bunch of donuts on National Donut Day. We got a bunch of Italian food, hung out. And then the next day, Cameron and I went to Yellow Springs, and then Cincinnati, and then Louisville, which was fun.
That sounds really
I don't
fun.
get out, like that a bunch, but it was a lot of fun. I wish you
Yeah,
could
you-
have come with us.
Oh yeah, I was so exhausted. Well, I think it's partially to do with the fact that we hit several different donut shops, and I had a bunch of donuts and a bunch of pizza. So when I woke up the next morning, I was like, I don't think I can go anywhere. Like I don't think I can move. But yeah, National Donut Day turned into like a brother day, and that was really fun. Yeah. Anyway, basically we're cooler
Yeah.
than some of you guys out there. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Anyway,
chuck it the Lawrence brothers. What are you even doing anymore?
Who knows? I think one of them was doing porn. I heard for a little while there, and then the other ones
Was
are
it Joey?
less
It
noteworthy.
seems like it would be Joey.
I think it was Joey. That seems like a thing that Joey would do, right? Last I saw Andy, he was on a TV show, but I don't remember what it was. Anyway, you ready to take a quick break?
Yeah.
All right, cool. We're going to take a quick break. And when we come
Do
back,
it.
we'll welcome our first guest. That's strange. Yeah, our first guest is what? What?
You said strange.
Oh,
Never mind.
Basically, it doesn't matter. Yeah, this is plus time meeting stuff. I messed up that transition a little bit. Anyway, our first guest of the evening is Are you delayed? Are you like on a slight delay? Because it's just like you keep answering like a couple seconds too late, and I'm just like ready to move on. It's just like really bad timing. Like
Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna refresh this and see how that works. I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, first guest, you're gonna have to wait a second because I'm gonna vamp for a minute until Drew comes back because I don't want you saying something drawing worthy, and then Drew's like not here. And then I just gotta like draw it myself or something real quick, and that wouldn't be good. Hey, is this good? Better?
Am I better? How many eyes am I holding up?
5. Our first guest of the evening is my best friend, going back all the way to 1999 when we were just a couple of 10-year-olds just trying to live in the world. Please put your hands for the one and only Paul Thompson, everybody. Ayo!
I heard eyes, and it made me think of Crumb from Our Monsters.
Oh, yeah?
When you said, how many eyes are you holding?
Love it.
I mean,
oh, man.
I didn't have any eyes, but it was the closest thing I had.
Our Real Monsters keeps coming up recently. Were you here like earlier before the show where I was discussing Our Real Monsters related story that happened to me yesterday?
No, I was not. I was out doing awesome boss things.
Cool. That was that was a really weird way for me to set it up anyway. but I was at an open mic last night, and a couple people were talking about like a video game that they played. Oh, Drew, he'll be back in a second. A couple people were talking about a video game they played, and it was like something based around some sort of pop culture, right? And I was like, oh, I have the Ah Real Monsters game at home on Super Nintendo, and it got like dead silent. Like it was like I just realized I'm like this much like too much older than people that they don't get like my cartoon references.
Okay.
It's just like, man.
Saying,
when did that happen?
But then you said that much, so okay.
I mean, yeah, I'd guess probably like early 20s or something, which puts them at a decade of a difference. And that's just like is just like the craziest thing to me. It's not like I thought that Our Real Monsters was gonna like stand the test of time all the way through and be like everybody remembers Our Real Monsters 20 years later, right? But
I mean, 20 years later, yeah, I'd say maybe not everybody, but
right.
20 years later.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. We'll make the Our Real Monsters references. Ickis, Oblina, Crumb, all of them. I don't remember their teacher's name.
Was it Trunchbull or something like that? Or that's Matilda?
Yeah, Trunchbull, yeah.
I feel like the teacher was something like that, like Trunchbull or something.
Yeah, something like that.
With his four heels and yeah, there was a lot of characters that wore heels. A lot of maybe dude characters that was there was a lot of androgynous characters between that teacher and like him from Powerpuff Girls.
Mm-hmm.
A handful of just androgynous characters back in the day.
That's true. That's true. I've seen the memes that say this is why our generation. And I'm like, okay, all right, I can dig it.
I mean, also, do you remember Two Stupid Dogs?
Yeah, I remember Two Stupid Dogs.
The one human would be like any male or female, like all the time.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, okay. What have you been up to, Paul? Since we spoke 2 days ago, maybe? I think yesterday. No, 2 days ago.
Okay. So few things. Drew's talking about drawing.
Mhm.
I've been painting actually.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Nice.
I have really bland walls, as you can clearly see. Well, aside from Drew's little picture there. But like, in an effort to decorate my walls, I've been going to this painting place off of Bethel Road called Brush Crazy.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Shameless plug. And I've been doing that and crying about trees because I know some of y'all grew up on Bob Ross, and so you say happy trees, but I'm over there going, fuck trees, it's bull, and hating life and crying because trees are really, really hard.
Yeah.
Really, really hard.
I wouldn't even dare draw a tree. Couldn't even.
3 of my paintings have had trees on them.
Yeah. And you just get mad every time.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I like that too. That it's just like going in the opposite direction of like people are like happy trees, and you're like these trees are angry, man. You know.
Well, just being frustrated by them because I'm so trash at them.
Damn trees! All these people out here hugging them. No, thank you.
The other thing is, well, okay. There's a video I saw recently.
Mhm.
I think they're sexual, I guess. We'll just say ecosexual.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a better term for it, but if I say ecosexual, I feel like you know what I mean when I say that.
People who fuck the earth.
Basically, there's a video of this dude straight up giving cunnilingus to a tree, like legitimately just going to town.
I have questions, but I don't think I want answers. You know what I mean?
I can send you a video, but with commentary, so it's not like anything crazy.
Oh,
No, thank you.
Your face, it's humorous. It's humorous.
I'm gonna say no, but I think you'll send it anyway, and I
will.
think we both know that's the right decision.
Yes,
I'd just
will.
rather hear what the doctor said about that when he like came in with like bark and like wood chips all on his tongue. Like, I don't want to talk about it. I need help.
Well, I mean, I'd say for your first rodeo, that probably happens, but after a while, like they knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
And so I mean, like, I feel like if you know what you're doing, then you know how to do it right, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, how do you know though? Is the tree?
Well, I mean, again, I said your first time around, you're gonna probably do that wrong, but after a while, you're like, okay, this is how you avoid, pincer bugs and barks and stuff like that.
Oh, that's how doing it wrong. I thought you meant like where the tree walks away unsatisfied, but the tree doesn't walk away.
I mean, I don't know if consent can be really a thing with the tree.
That's a fair point too. I don't know. This doesn't seem
just because they have
above board.
They can leave,
Oh, what? What? You guys ready to play a game?
Hold on. I did another thing too. That's kind of neat.
Yeah, hit me.
I, as of yesterday, have finally started watching what I've decided to deem Sam and Bucky's Buddy Cop Bonanza.
Love it. How do you
Yes.
feel?
And you know what it is? What I'm talking about already.
Yeah, of course. How do you think? What do you think of it? Falcon and Winter Soldier.
It's amazing.
Right? How
love-
far are you now?
Absolutely.
I'm on episode like 3 or 4. I started last night.
Very nice.
I love the idea of it basically being Tommy Lee Jones' version of Captain America.
Oh, yeah. No, that is like you
Yeah.
mean his character from the first Cap? Yeah, it's just like his idea of like what that should be.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
if Tommy Jones had his pick, it would have been that one guy, and I feel like this is who it would have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Pretty much, man.
And
I'm very excited about like what the Marvel shows are doing these days. And Loki starts tomorrow too, which
Also,
means you really got to catch up.
where did it come from too, though? Where did it like? Was it already in the comics already? Like, where did this come from?
The Loki series or the?
No. Winter
Oh
Soldier.
no. Well,
Mm.
yeah. All that's in the comics too, like John Walker and Elijah or Isaiah Bradley and all that stuff.
Huh. Like,
Yeah.
recent though, or like, has it been a thing for a while?
At least, let's see. John Walker's been around since what? Like I think like the 70s or something, maybe.
Oh,
I think it was more like I don't remember when. Yeah, it was a series called Red, Black, and Blue. I think.
Something like that. Yeah. For that's the Isaiah Bradley stuff. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think that was the start of it, but he didn't show up till like the 80s or 90s. I don't think.
okay.
Mm.
Okay.
And then, have you read Young Avengers?
We'll get you caught up, Paul.
I'm gonna guess.
We'll get you caught up. Anyway, you guys ready to play a game?
Yeah.
Ooh, I just learned how to make a perfect tiramisu. All right, so this game, whose neighborhood is this? We all know how this works. Since Drew and I are both named Rogers, we have to compete each week to see who gets to put our surname on legal documents and wear sweaters and such. I believe I was the winner last week, which is good because Drew was on a real streak there for a second. I was starting to doubt my entire career as a comedian. Which I should, honestly. Kept me on my toes. Anyway, I'm gonna move Drew up. There we go. Paul, and the way this works for you is like, here the way we're doing congressional districts still. So what happens is we'll show a congressional district. I'm gonna say that again. Congressional district. Drew and I will both give a guess as to what we think that congressional district looks like, and then of course you can award points based on any criteria you want. If you agree with us, if you think like, that reminds me of something that's better than your thing, you get points. Or maybe you're mad because one time Drew took the last piece of pizza when we were all hanging out. I don't know. Maybe that's the reason to take points from him. So let's get started with this first one. Drew, you want to go first?
That looks like T-Rex with a I was gonna say gun, but now I'm seeing something else, unfortunately. So I guess it's just a public masturbator now.
Okay.
That's unfortunate.
What I see is like if there was a fourth guy on Ed, Ed, and Eddie, it was like Ed, Ed, Eddie, and Eddie with an I and an E at the end. This is like the next logical progression. He's just as slimy as Eddie with a Y, but more so. And this is a knife. He's a lot more violent. See, Eddie's just like, I'm gonna scam these people, and this Eddie's just like, I'm gonna cut them though. You know what I mean?
It's very hard not to see that as dick and balls. Very far left sticking out there.
Yep. What, this?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean here? Like the negative space. Okay.
No.
So yeah, I was going with this.
Yeah, that's the shaft, Jameson.
Drew, you need to see a doctor. What is it? California's 23rd District. Representative Kevin McCarthy. All right, Paul, what do you think?
Okay, so a few things with what I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
So you said a more sleazier version of Eddie. Actually, Eddie's big brother. You actually meet him, and he's like hella sleazy, and hella abusive. So
yeah,
cool. But actually,
does he look anything like this guy?
Nah.
Oh, fair. Okay.
But I want to combine Drew's two answers and say it's like a T-Rex trying to masturbate.
Oh,
perfect.
It kind of does. It looks like a t-shirt or a T-Rex wearing a t-shirt that he didn't expect to constrict him this much.
Yeah, or just like there's him trying to reach his dick and all, but just not being able to reach it. Just
Yeah.
Just and him just crying or just bellowing, bellowing with like despair, or I guess.
Oh boy.
So
All right, how many? Drew?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, okay. Sorry. Oh wait, I'm giving an actual like amount of points.
Hmm.
Oh, what's the point system? Like how?
Whatever you make it. It changes on a case by case basis. If you want to give 1,000,000 points, you can.
Oh,
if you want to give 4 points, doesn't matter.
I'll say Drew 2, you 1.
All right. Boom. All right. Next one.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm soccer, not basketball.
Okay. This is a dragon with some sort of genetic deterioration situation. So this is like the whole dragon face right here. This is the whole dragon body. See, like when the dragon's face was this big, it was just like, oh, this makes sense. Like this is a normal size for a dragon's body to be next to this dragon head. And then the dragon head kept on growing, but the dragon body did not. He can breathe fire, but only like to here. You know what I mean? Like not a whole lot of fire. Like because it doesn't have a whole lot of anything in there to build the fire. He can just kind of hold it in his mouth until it's time, and he can't even talk while he's doing it. He's built enough fire in his mouth, and he just kind of like walks around waiting for a reason to breathe fire at people like that. But it's just this much. So that's mine. Drew?
One moment, I'm drawing that. Okay. I don't know. It makes me think of Tarzan for some reason. Like the little like blotchy parts on the right side of it feel like sort of like treetops.
Oh,
so
yeah, like here? Okay.
Yeah, so the part that you thought was like the bottom jaw of the dinosaur or the dragon. I see it as like a vine or something that like he and his 8 friends walk across. And it's just like up in the treetops.
Okay, so like I see. All right.
Paul, don't put it against me that it's a tree, please.
Oh, I wasn't thinking that. Wasn't even thinking that.
Louisiana's 5th Representative Julie Letlow. All right, what do you think, Paul?
So I'll be honest, Drew. I don't see your Tarzan. I don't see it at all. I don't know.
How dare you?
It's probably because of your fondness for trees. I never promised anything. I didn't promise nothing. I didn't promise a thing. Now, what I will say, Drew, I mean, what Jameson was saying now did spark my own brain.
Yeah.
When you said dragon, I didn't see it at first. But if you were to say it's a Monster Hunter dragon, then, oh yeah, I see it. If you say Monster Hunter dragon,
okay.
I see it. But what I now see is an armored chicken.
Oh.
Go on.
Yeah.
That, or maybe peacock, if you want to say what that bottom tail is. But just armored, like, walking bird.
Okay.
Like.
Oh, okay. I see it now. So it's just like this is the head, and this is like the wings / just like various weaponry just packed into a backpack or something. And this is just a gun that he dropped.
Well, I'd say that bottom part is like its tail feathers.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Which I said, if it's a peacock, that would explain better than the chicken feathers.
That makes sense. It does kind of look. It's got kind of a Ninja Turtle energy to it, where it's just like I am way too like muscly and armored to be a chicken.
I mean, it could be like a Warhammer, just something like that. Just something heavily armored chicken or.
I like it.
Whatever. But
what about?
I would say 1 and 0. Sorry, 1 for Jameson, 0 for Andrew.
I
didn't
tied up, baby.
I didn't see a 3.
Yeah. Okay, what does this congressional district look like, Drew?
That looks like a bear that has fallen on a large, sharp rock and it like broke its back. So if you look at the far left, that's its mouth. And it's going like, because, its spine just broke on a rock.
I think I see it. I think.
Yeah. Oh,
We're going to get a letter from PETA after this episode.
Yeah. You guys are being really mean to animals.
That's fine. Screw
They're
PETA.
yeah, well, these congressional districts are mean to us. And I think this is okay. This is the mask that a Koopa Troopa uses to pretend to be Donkey Kong to get into Kong's banana horde. Because that's like the top of Donkey Kong's head. So it's just like a mask because there's not a whole lot going on here. But if you put it on top of a Koopa Trooper's head.
The funny
disguise. Mm-hmm.
The funny thing is, one of my other tabs that's open right now is the soundtrack to Donkey Kong Country.
I'm just gonna give you a slow high five. There we go. Thank you.
It's literally one of my other tabs right now. When we started this meeting, I was listening to that. Specifically the final boss theme.
Oh yeah.
It's nifty.
Let's see what this is. New York's 21st. Representative Elise Stefanik. All Republicans so far.
Sorry, I'm going to give only 1 point to Drew and no points to Jameson.
That's fair.
You lost me that match, dude. I just what and
damn
was some.
Oh,
I'm a low points guy. I'm a low points guy. It is what
you pandered to his love of video games.
I wasn't even.
How dare you?
That looks like the top of Donkey Kong's head a little bit. That's all I'm saying. All right. What does this congressional district look like? Okay, it's Sisyphus, but it's not a rock. It's a piano. So it's just Sisyphus lugging a piano up a hill. That's it. Drew?
I also saw a piano, but something that is just like eating away at it. Like termites have just eaten away at a piano.
Oh, okay. I like it.
That's so. Piano.
What's
of some kind.
This?
Ah, damn it. Like in Greek mythology, the guy like pushes the rock. Right?
Okay. I saw a Cubone.
Ah. Okay.
So straight up Cubone is what I saw.
All right.
Pokemon. First generation.
All right.
That's its skull head. And then that's its body. Like I saw a straight up Cubone.
Isn't part of the Cubone mythology that he's like wearing his dead mother's skull or something like that?
Yes.
That's fucked up, Pokemon.
I mean, if you watch the anime, there's a lot of just fun stuff. It's not a lot of fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
While on the comic, it's like, I don't know what, but I've heard amazing things. I've heard it's amazing. I need to read it. Sounds really glorious. So because I don't know what a Sisyphus is, that's like give a point to the piano with the crap falling out of it for Drew. A point.
All right.
Sorry, I don't know what I think. Okay, I know what you're talking about now, but like, I had to have it explained to me. So, yeah.
Also, Anna calls us out. Representative Republican. It happens, babe. No worries. All right. This is the last one. All right, Drew, go ahead.
That looks like a fish. You have to turn your head just slightly, but if the far right looks like a mouth, that little indent end.
Okay.
And
I was trying to point with my fingers, and I realized that didn't help anything. So, like here?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
But I imagine it's just real pissed off.
Yeah.
It's got a big-ass fin, and it doesn't have anything really to do with it other than, like, it's for sexy time, looking like, hey, I'm viable, like in nature, but nobody wants him because he's grumpy.
Damn. This is a hard one.
I'd say his name is like Walter, probably.
Okay. Whew. Okay. I don't know what the fuck this is. I keep coming back to the Hawaiian Punch guy. Not like because it looks like him, but just because like the head of the Hawaiian Punch guy, like the hat or whatever, it looks like this is what like the disguise. Of course, Paul. It feels like I'm pandering, but we just have a lot of the same reference points.
Sure.
Yeah, but it feels like what the Hawaiian Punch guy wears to go out. Like you know how like the MCU disguise is just standard like baseball cap and sunglasses and hoodie.
Mhm.
Now nobody knows who I am. This is like the Hawaiian Punch guy when he's just trying to get through a day. He's just got like all of his hat or hair under a hood or something. Washington's 6th Representative Derek Kilmer, our only Democrat today. What do you think, Paul?
So the first thing I want to know though is,
Mm-hmm.
what's up with that little like spade-looking thing on the bottom left of it?
Oh, that's another fish. I'm gonna say it's a fish within a fish.
Well, my thing is, that's probably not in the district, right? But it's surrounded
Right.
by all this part it is, but then that little sliver that's not, which is
Exactly. Yep.
questionable.
Fucking gerrymandering.
Yeah, that just looks a little nuts.
Mm-hmm.
A little nuts. That's all I'm saying there.
I agree.
That's Randy. That's Walter's brother. He didn't grow much, but he talks some mad shit.
So
Like the kind of kid that's like, my dad can beat up your dad, but he's talking about it all the time. It's like, okay, Walter, get your kid under control. And you're like, he's my little brother. He's not my kid. And they're like, whatever, I don't care. Get him under control. And he's like, but he's not. Sorry.
Are you talking about my sister, my guy? Are you talking? Is that such at my sister?
What?
Sister like such at my sister. Jameson knows.
What? No, I didn't get that.
Paul, get your sister. Paul, get your sister.
Oh.
Paul, get your sister. She's choking us. She's throwing rocks at
She's
us.
strong.
Well, to be fair, she was choking us.
Surprisingly.
All right. What do you think, Paul?
I didn't see a fish. I
Yeah.
didn't see a fish, so no points there.
Okay.
And
You'll see a fish later when I show you it. I drew it, damn it.
And due to pandering, we'll give you a point, Jameson.
Hey, I'll take it. This means Drew is still the winner, so congratulations to Drew. I will have to come up with a different name for the week. And again, gerrymandering. This is what it looks like, and we don't like it. Anyway.
No, not at all.
That's it for that. Please remember to like Squeezecast on Facebook, and we're glad you're here. We're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, we'll have our next guest. Thank you for playing, Paul. We will see you again quite soon, but in the meantime, this. Our next guest is also one of my best friends. I'll be honest, we kind of lucked out with this one. I had some other folks booked that I wanted to talk to, and then just like stuff happened where people get busy, they get double booked, they can't show up, and then it's just like I just invited like my favorite people to come hang out. So that's pretty good. So please put your hands for the very talented, the wonderful. Please put your. I keep saying the hands part. Just D Burkhart. Put your hands for her. Hey, D.
How's it going?
Oh, you know, good. Yeah, good.
I'm
good.
glad.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm good. Busy, but good.
Good.
Yeah. Start school soon. I decided to go to school.
Hey, that's
Nice.
exciting.
Yeah.
Are you pumped about it? That's
It'll be good.
yeah. No, I
I'm
hear you.
excited, but yeah.
I'm excited for you, and
It'll be
if
good.
the shoe were on the other foot, I would not be excited for me because
Yeah.
So I
just
get
am
where you're
like,
coming from.
I'm already busy, so let's just add some more stuff. Let's do
Right?
Yeah.
Ugh. One thing I realized though too, like after not having to build a schedule being inside for the past year for me, has been like, oh my God, I thrive so much if I have a lot going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So it's like
Actually
now,
feel productive.
yeah, like now I'm starting to book stuff again and just kind of starting to have things on my calendar, which is kind of
Yeah.
comforting. It's kind of like,
It's
but at the same
nice.
time,
It's
it's just like,
weird.
all right, yeah. It's like I won't
See,
be
well, I
here
live in
all the
a
time.
land where COVID never happened, so
Oh, right,
it just
yeah.
didn't come here. So everything's kind of been the way it was the before times. So that's kind of frightening.
It was just a bunch of people who couldn't breathe for unrelated reasons, right?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
just happens.
Mhm.
Pollen.
Yeah,
The
it's just what
pollen did it.
happens. It's the pollen. Oh, the pollen kicked my ass yesterday too, by the way. I was like, Jesus. Couldn't breathe. Anyway, I love you.
I love you.
Just wanted
I
to give
miss
you one of
you.
those. I miss you too. Oh yeah, like you're one of the few people who could just call me at 2:00 in the morning, and I'm just like, "Yep, gonna
Yeah.
talk for it." Yeah, it was
Like
very
hours.
nice.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. What was it, like 2 weeks ago or something? Like we were texting about something. You're like, "Can I call you?" I was like, "Yes." It's
Yes.
like 2:30 in the morning. We talked for 45 minutes. It's like friendship, man.
It's
Like,
just that,
friendship
but
is the best.
I'll go 9 months without speaking to you, unfortunately, and then I'll call
Mhm.
you and be like, "So what's new? What's going on?" And it's like
And
no
it's like,
time passed.
Not
Yeah.
a single moment.
No.
Just like,
And
all
to
right,
think,
we're back.
I didn't even want to hang out with you when I first met you. It's crazy.
Well, it's well on record. You experienced Timies will know that Dee did not want to hang out with me the first
I
couple
didn't.
times.
I did.
But we're all cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's very good to see you. And are you ready to play a game, Dee?
Let's do it.
Sweet. This is a game, of course, that we like to call. Yes, that's right. It's a game called Who Am I, where we show you a drawing that Drew has drawn, and we are going to ask you some questions about said drawing. Are you ready to see this drawing?
Yes.
It's a weird voice I just did. Here we go. This is your guy right here. We'll throw him down in the corner there.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. So let's go over.
Did I not send one with a transparent background?
You did.
Thought I did.
I fixed it. We talked about it last week. I just usually like to leave the background on when I first show it, like
Okay,
in the middle,
cool.
so there's
That
like
makes
contrast. Yeah.
Okay. I forgot about that.
good, man.
Anyways,
Anyway,
good
D.
meeting.
Yeah. What is this character's name?
It doesn't have a name. That's the thing, is that there is no name. This character is everything and everyone at once, but it's not God. It
Oh.
is.
It just
It
is.
is.
It is.
Is. I like that. Okay. No name. That's
It
it's
is.
otherworldly? No. Old timey? No, they had
Oh.
lots of names. But
We'll just
No,
call
old
it.
times.
It is all.
Is.
Enough said. Its name, enough said.
Nickname, Nuff said.
Enough said.
Yeah. What is Nuff said's job?
I would say just a really shitty panhandler,
Mm-hmm.
but has like a biology degree.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But instead of using its education,
Uh-huh.
it's just like, no, you give me your money. And that's it. But everybody's like, look at you in your robes, like your expensive robes. Why would I give you my money? And Nuff said's just like, because I said, Nuff said. And that's
Oh, and they
I
can't
like it.
argue with that. They can't
it. No,
argue
you
with that.
can't.
Oh my god. That's interesting too, that like they would be older than life itself. I'm
Yeah.
assuming that, I think. And also everything and all things all at once. But they
nothing
did
is-
get a degree in biology. And
They did.
nothing.
Because
Yeah.
why not? Everybody, gave it the good college try. Nuff
Of
said
course.
just succeeded.
Is
And it
that
was,
why
like, too much.
well, is that why the beaker, is that somehow
Well, yeah, because
biology related?
It wished that it went into chemistry. So it just
Ah.
holds that.
Yeah. So
close
Nuff
to
said's
its heart.
walking around the biology department holding
Yeah.
holding a beaker and stuff, or an
It's probably
Erlenmeyer flask
arsenic.
or whatever that is.
Yeah.
What's in the beaker?
Arsenic, she says. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it smells like cream soda. So it's inviting.
How is Nuff said murdering folk? Because it kind of just feels
No.
okay.
It just Nuff said just likes to know that it can. That's all.
All right.
Oh no.
Where does Nuff said live?
Oh, in a really nice Airstream. And
Okay.
a, like KOA camping park in like Missouri.
I don't think I'm supposed to get jealous enough said, but that's what's happening. That sounds like a cool way to live.
Yeah.
I would live in an Airstream. I feel like that sounds
absolutely
cool.
would live in an Airstream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember we watched a movie one time about people living in an Airstream.
Did you?
I did. I think there was more to that story when I started the sentence, and then I didn't remember what it was by the time I got to the end of the sentence.
You know what?
And now
Jay?
here we are.
I like
Yeah.
that story. I appreciated it for what it was. Enough said.
Ah, geez, D.
Ah,
All right, what do they eat?
only bones.
Only bones.
Only.
I love the idea of like they just get a
Just pull
chicken
the meat.
carcass.
Yeah.
Just like, ugh, no, thank you. Throw it all
Only
away.
Yes.
Well,
But
then
not-
they could
Not
pick up
from
a pretty.
savage food though. But you like go to the store and then you remove the bones.
Remove the meat yourself,
Yes.
and then just eat the
yes.
bones.
Yeah.
See, I like that. I feel like you could get like a nice side hustle going where you're just like,
1000%.
yeah, just like throwing it back to Tyson or whatever.
Yeah.
Just like I've removed the bones for you, and they're just like
And corn
only.
cobs count as bones.
Okay, yeah, I would.
Oh.
I always count them as such.
I think
Like,
so.
if they-
They're the bone of the Midwest.
That's what all of us have inside of us.
Corn cob.
If you grew up in the Midwest, then your bones are just corn cobs.
Yeah.
You could lop off a finger and turn it into a pipe at any given moment.
Right.
Love it. Yeah. Just bones and corn cobs.
That's
What's their dream?
to have a chemistry degree.
I'm just walking around with this this fucking beaker full of cream soda flavored arsenic.
Scented, not flavored. It tastes terrible. It just smells.
Oh yeah.
That's it. But yeah,
Just in hopes that somebody's gonna give me a chemistry degree.
yeah. I mean, they stopped taking their ADHD meds, so school at this point of their lives is just impossible.
Oh yeah.
So, you
it's
know,
rough.
It just wishes it could get its life together to actually go and finish its chemistry degree so that it can
Mhm.
study all of the trees.
Do they
That's
ever
the same
realize?
thing, but that's what it would do with the chemistry degree.
Did they ever think that it
What?
might be a hindrance that they're walking around with this and looking like they're about to cast spells?
1000%. But Nuff said
Mhm.
likes a challenge.
Okay. See, I'm starting to respect Nuffset over here a little
Yeah.
bit more. That's good.
Yeah.
All right.
He just wants your bones, James. Don't feel it.
He's just trying to get your bones.
You don't have to refrigerate them.
All right. What do they sound like?
Hello,
Yeah.
my name is Nuffsaid. As you can see, I'm a chemistry enthusiast. Give me the bones. I got biology to study.
You can like hear him shaking in his like, you know, those string bags you get from like music festivals, the really shitty ones that you tie.
Well, yeah.
Holds it.
Just got bones rattling.
Yeah, just shaking
Bones
around,
and beakers.
poking out of the top.
There's just constantly beakers breaking and dripping arsenic all over the place.
But everything's
Oh my
fine.
God.
Everything's
I got arsenic all over my lunch.
And then you just
I
chew
got
on the
arsenic
bone.
on my loafers.
Oh, enough said. Enough said.
I feel like
I love
Nuffset
it.
also needs a name tag.
Yeah. A guy without a name gets a name tag because it's just like
Hey, just don't ask me questions.
By the way, the voice is now my favorite part of this
It's
character. There's a lot
amazing.
going on, but this voice is really fun to do.
It's coincidentally
Hello.
the same voice as my dog.
I have a lot of aspirations, but I've just ended up with a biology degree.
Give me your money.
Give me your bones and your money.
I'll give you the roast back. I just need the bones.
All right, and lastly, the most important question, arguably, D, is who is their favorite member of the Wu-Tang Clan?
The RZA.
I think that is by far the most common answer because the RZA
Because
is
it's right.
pretty
It is
cool.
the
It is the
correct
right answer. I would say so, perhaps.
I mean, I love Method Man, but
Mhm.
it's the RZA. He's the heart.
It's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right, let me take that down. We're going to take another quick break. Thank you again for playing, D.
Hey,
And when we come back, we're going to ask a bunch of dumb questions. Sound cool? Sounds cool.
do it.
But here is the button. It's an actual picture from a stand-up set that I did in December. And that didn't happen. Anyway, hey, you guys ready to answer some questions? Let's answer some
Let's do
questions.
it.
Let's do it.
Cool. I wrote some new
I
questions
wanna
today,
throw
which I
counter
don't
in there.
always do.
With what you guys
What's
throw in.
that?
I would say Method Man to me is the best feature of the group.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair.
I agree.
And those of the culture say it's either a toss up between either Ghostface or Raycon.
I felt like Ghostface was more of just like a I don't know, like not so much a hype man, but like, ooh, look at this shiny, cool thing, but we're not going to utilize it as much as we should.
I don't have. Okay, I only have 3 side projects of the group.
Oh,
I've got To Call by Meth. I've got Fish Scale by Ghostface, and I have Liquid Swords by Jizza.
I was gonna say that's the most needed. All right,
all right.
What the hell are you eating?
a little gummy. All right,
Oh, okay.
what is your
It's like-
go-to karaoke
I was
song?
just drawing and I.
Well, I started it before
fuck
the
is
break was
that?
over, and then it was just like, "This is chewy."
I wish you had said that immediately.
This is chewy.
Ow.
What is your go-to karaoke song, guys? And I know we all have them.
Heartbeat or Sweatpants, Childish
Mhm.
Gambino.
Always good.
Paul's good at karaoke.
Yeah. Paul,
So I
and
don't-
Paul, you've got like
Yeah.
40 different ones on the top of
Yeah.
your head right now, don't you?
My favorite will always be Love is a Battlefield that I saw you perform
Oh yeah,
with a special guest. That's gonna
Oh,
go down in
right.
history.
I mean, it depends on what crowd I'm working with here. Honestly,
Mhm.
like I go by the crowd, and that's what determines what I say.
All right, the
Um,
crowd is these the 4 of us. This is the whole crowd today for the purpose of this question.
Honestly, I probably would duet with D then and do a Heartbeat. Honestly,
Nice.
Do it.
probably what I would do.
I feel like
Nice.
we've done that, but I don't remember.
I don't recall doing that, but I mean, sure.
I don't know.
I think I've done that with you.
Yes,
But,
then
yeah. One day we'll have to I
I'll
I
come
would
back.
I would do it with Paul on Tenacious D, Wonder Boy, or Tribute. Probably Tribute. Tribute's more fun, I think. No, I don't know. That's a toss-up. Anyway, and then
Wonder
by
Boy was
myself,
more fun.
Wonder Boy is very fun. And then by myself, I do Harvey Danger, Flagpole Sitta a lot, and I also do Gorillaz Clint Eastwood quite a bit.
Oh
Drew?
yeah.
I do lots of croonery things. I really
Mhm.
like the song Beyond the Sea.
Mhm.
That's probably my go-to. Paul went.
Well, you do. I remember you like
I know.
the before my time. The James Dean.
Martin.
Martin.
Dean
okay.
Martin.
Mhm.
And I know we've done a duet before. You and I, Drew. I don't remember what. But
Oh
I know
yeah, we've done a ton.
You
Mhm.
guys, for some reason,
And-
one time, I don't know why I remember this, but both sang Creep by Radiohead back to back. Not together, but one after another. And this was like 7 years ago. It was so long
Oh
ago.
wow.
Not me then. Not me. Wasn't me then.
It was,
I've only done.
I
Creep.
don't know.
I definitely remember doing. I definitely remember singing "Creep" at a karaoke one time where I was like super depressed, and it like came through. You know what I mean? I
Mhm.
remember getting off stage and people were like, "Are you okay?" And I was
Really?
like, "I don't know." Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What else? Oh, this is an interesting one. Oh. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if he was experiencing clinical depression?
None. He doesn't have the energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was you might.
That's a fair answer. Yeah, like might be able to, but like you know,
Well,
productive output's not going to be nearly like where he wants it.
no,
Probably.
I mean,
you know?
if he has to do it for like his job, then he's going to do the bare minimum, maybe a little bit above, so nobody really approaches him. Nobody wants to talk about his clinical depression, including himself.
No.
Mhm.
Right.
But he really does.
Yeah.
But he doesn't.
Oh man, I would quit my job as a woodchuck if like I came to work and some other woodchuck was just like, boy, I can't move any of this. I am
Yeah.
depressed. I'd be like, I'm gonna
if
go
it was-
be a beaver or whatever the difference is there.
Yeah, just build dams with all that
If it's their
chuck
job,
wood.
though, if it's their job, they'd get it done. They'd get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe that.
And I guess it depends on what the flavor of clinical depression it is, because
Oh yeah, that's true. There's multiple.
That is a fair point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am the woodchuck.
We're all the woodchuck.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this one. What's a movie that you love but you always have to defend it?
Big Trouble in Little China.
Really? That one needs to be defended?
Defend.
What is
Ooh.
perfect?
It's
Wow.
the fuck of it. Just like that's the fuck of it. That's why.
I
So
think
fucking-
I also feel like
I think you're pandering. I think you're pandering.
you might be pandering.
I think you're pandering.
I've
I
got
don't know.
nothing to win at the moment.
That's a fair point too. No one wins the question round. We all win the question round, maybe.
The original Twilight movie for sure.
Really?
It's
Okay.
bad, but like it's
Yeah.
not.
I get it.
It's not. It's got that nostalgia factor. The
Yeah.
book was great. It was new,
Hmm.
but it was bad. But like it wasn't.
I get it. I've never seen any of those, and like I had
You
a
wouldn't like it.
I've seen them
I had
all.
a
I've seen them all.
yeah.
I would say New Moon or Eclipse are really good. Well,
I
far as
don't like
easy.
Eclipse. Eclipse
That's
is the worst one.
but Jasper's accent was so great.
It was amazing, and you're right.
I
But
love
Breaking
his
Dawn
accent.
Part 2, period.
But
I literally cried in theaters. Couldn't believe it. It was a whole vibe.
And then the werewolf did the thing, and you're like,
What?
well, because with
and
was it
then
werewolf
Edward
did?
went,
How'd you know? It's like you were there.
just stares at shit. I watched the first one, and he's just like constantly like,
New Moon
Uh,
It was bad. They're bad, but they're
It
great.
was hysterical. It was so funny
I
to me.
think that maybe.
I saw it with Jeeves. I saw it with Jeeves, and it was like the funniest thing ever. Meanwhile, that third movie, just Jasper's accent was just like, oh,
Yeah, see, you get it. It was
Yeah.
flutter worthy, but it was also very bad.
yeah.
I don't remember anything
I've
else.
never watched any of those. I remember like a couple years ago when everybody flipped out because Robert Pattinson was cast as Batman. They're like, oh, and I had just never seen him in anything at all. And I was like, I don't like, is he that bad? So I watched a couple movies he was in. And I was like, no, I'm excited about this. I think this dude's gonna play a good Batman.
His
But I haven't
favorite
seen
role
it.
He's ever done was he was Cedric in Harry Potter. Don't know why I know
Yeah.
that, but I do know that. Don't talk
yeah,
to him
that's-
about Edward, but he's Cedric.
And I think that was the only thing I knew him from before that. And after that, I watched Cosmopolis, which he was good in, and Good Time. But that's all I've seen. Anyway,
Don't ever
doesn't
watch
matter.
Blue Valentine.
Oh,
That's,
well,
not, that's not with him, but don't watch it. It's,
okay. I won't.
yeah,
If you have to watch, oh wait,
the best I got is probably some movie where like the director did something bad. It's probably the best I got. Probably
like Jeepers Creepers, where the guy is like,
I love that movie.
creepy. That dude like did all that shit.
No, that's crazy.
Like I don't have a movie offhand, but there's shows that are the case where like I like the show, but the writer was like,
Yeah.
Or like an artist. I love the music, but the artist is,
Yeah.
I don't have that for movies. But that's probably, there I will. Dude has like 4 to 5 classics. Not sorry.
Yeah.
Dude has like
Yesterday I was talking to somebody about
albums.
Yeah. Yesterday I was talking to somebody about the like Louis C.K.'s show, and it was like, damn, it's a shame he's such a piece of shit because that show was legit.
It'd be like that. It'd be like
I feel that way about a lot of things.
That's how I guess my defending is. It's just,
Yeah, I get that.
I like this thing.
Which is like, yeah. And my answer is oddly Hot Tub Time Machine. People talk shit about that movie, but I fucking love Hot Tub Time Machine.
Mhm.
It is fantastic.
Where do you go where that comes up?
Every place.
You know, the diners around town.
There's some people. There's some
lumberyards,
people just
especially some rest stops.
Every lumberyard I go to, gotta defend Hot Tub Time Machine.
Went to the farmers market, and boy, there were like 9 people. They were like,
Ugh.
"Sir, we don't care. Put your clothes back on." And I'm like,
I'm just trying to buy
get that
pants.
you hate Hot Tub Time Machine, but
All right. If you have to watch a late night show because you're being held hostage by a deranged Jay Leno, who do you watch?
Jimmy Fallon.
Okay.
It's mostly because I feel his depression, but he does a great job of just being happy.
Mm-hmm. I get that.
His mask is great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you that. I think that's true. I think he looks the saddest of any of them, but he smiles more.
Right.
Yeah.
And he'll fire back with jokes more naturally, I feel, instead of like, well, all right, I'm a douchebag. I'm funny. He's just like, no, really, like, I think it's funny. And they're like, yeah, me too. And he's like,
there's a lot of like him just looking surprised when he does get your punchline. Sometimes he'll be like,
exactly. Which is also condescending, but it's charming at the same time.
Yeah, because I don't think he means it condescending. He's just like, I legitimately just got your joke.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like,
yeah, you've seen him react on Saturday Night Live, so it may actually be a real reaction.
Yeah, right.
Because he and Horatio Sands would. I need to watch Debbie Downer immediately after this now.
I mean, I get it because my husband is incredibly condescending with a lot of things that he says, but I know that he's not, and he's genuinely sincere. And I'm just like, I guess I don't look fat then, and I'll just walk away. Like, I don't know. It's just a tone. It's the way you deliver it. And I'm like, I know you don't mean it, but okay.
Jennifer says she loves Hot Tub Time Machine. Never thought it would be anything worth watching. See, people sleep on it sometimes.
Yeah.
Just saying. Paul, what about you? What if you have to watch one?
I haven't watched it in a while, but does Daily Show count?
I'd count that. Yeah, sure. I would count that. That's a good answer.
That was going to be my answer. I think.
What is it?
Daily Show. Trevor Noah is just like, I think out of all of the people doing a show like that, including us, he's probably the best.
I feel like Trevor Noah, and I feel this way about Donald Glover's stand-up. He is too smart to be funny. And there's a lot of the things that just don't land. For me personally, I'm like, okay, it's not one of those effortless, like, haha moments. Like, I see why that's funny, but you're too smart to be so funny. And I don't know how to phrase it otherwise, but it's just like, it's almost like he's trying too hard and there's too many layers to it. I love Trevor Noah, but I'd rather get the synopsis later instead of just watch it.
On that note, one thing I want to pick back off that though is Hassan Minaj's stuff is pretty good too.
Yes, I agree.
His stuff is okay, but I wouldn't say his show was necessarily a late night show, really.
No,
it was kind of like that offshoot of it, but
right. But like on Netflix, where you could just watch it at any time, so that wasn't really relevant. Yeah, I get that.
but I just wanted to piggyback on there. I just wanted to piggyback off of that.
Yeah.
Shout out to it.
Okay. Who wins in a fight? John Wick, John McClane, or me?
You, because John Wick wouldn't hurt you because you're defenseless.
Oh,
and
okay.
John McClane isn't worried about you. So I feel like that makes you win.
Mm-hmm.
That's solid logic right there, I think.
They would leave the room and you'd be like,
Winner!
Honestly, that's pretty fair.
And in the end, you also win because they lose because violence is never the answer.
This excerpt right here is going on my resume, you guys. Two of my best friends said I would win in a fight against John Wick and John McClane. And my brother agreed. He nodded.
yeah.
I love it. All right, guys, give me a nickname.
Oh.
Mick Burger Pocket.
Hans McBurger Pocket. That's pretty good. Anybody else?
I stole this, by the way. I don't know if I told you.
Oh, you did tell me that. Yeah.
See, mine's not original, but Irwin Quelch, Private Eye, is forever going to be a solid one.
Oh,
I like
the
that
only
one.
thing that came to mind was Jimmy Jam Jam, and I don't love it.
Irvin.
Jay, should I do the thing or not? Rogers. If you know, you know.
Mickleby Sanchez.
I love Mickleby.
The ninth.
Let's see if this fits. Oh, it does fit. Okay. Oh, too many characters. Hold on.
The suspense is killing me.
You
Just
can
like
make it the
right
eighth
before
then, I guess.
Bella almost died in Twilight.
Damn it. I lost it. Hold on. I'm still Splarch Electrolyte Packet Johnson from last week. Okay, hold on.
Splarch.
Irvin
Splarch.
should I do the thing? Quelch.
This is a thing. Yeah, it's so hard to type when people are watching you. Like,
Yeah.
it's a challenge, man.
Pressure.
Get all
Okay,
the
we got it.
Badger.
Especially if you're just like, wrong.
Boom.
You spelled
Irvin,
that
should I do the
wrong.
thing Quelch the ninth?
Yay.
Yeah, I love it.
Nice.
It's fantastic. Oh my God. You guys have anything that you would like to plug? Anything coming up in your life that you want people to know about?
No.
Perfect.
I will advertise 2 things.
Yeah.
Again, Brush Crazy. It's a painting.
Brush Crazy. Check out
Up
Brush
the road.
Crazy.
They have karaoke at the end of the last weekend of every month. That's a thing.
Ah, okay.
It's YouTube karaoke, so that's a thing.
I
Also,
like it.
the Quarry off of Trayview Road near Guard Tower does karaoke Tuesdays. Now.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Right now.
Don't go to that, anybody. Don't go. It's our show time.
And she
Timies are loyal.
You can go after the show.
Her name is Gargamel.
Oh,
Like,
Gargamel!
Patience.
That is a
She
very
needs a
good kid.
home forever.
Aw.
Look at the belly. It's a good one.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's a good cat.
Yeah.
Thank you guys again for doing the show. You're again 2 of my
Wait.
favorite people in the world. I'm getting there. All right, hold
A
on
lot of the
second.
time you don't. So.
Yeah. Well, yeah, sometimes. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and show Drew's drawing from this week. Let's go through this. Oh, sorry. It's taking a second to load. There we go. All right. What we got here, Drew?
So the bottom left, I tried to draw Ipkiss from,
Oh, yeah. From Real Monsters.
and it didn't go well.
I can tell it's him. Yeah, that makes sense.
At the top below 45, just whoa, for obvious reasons for Joey Lawrence.
Yeah.
There's a paintbrush punching a canvas, and the canvas has a tree on it.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Below that is a censored T-Rex.
I love it.
And that douchebag fish Walter talking to him.
Oh my god.
At one point in time, we were talking about one of the congressional districts looking like a Pokemon, but I don't know anything about Pokemon, so I put
Right.
Pokewa and just drew exactly what Paul was like talking about and what I pictured he was talking about.
I mean, I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that at all.
Yeah.
That might be a fun idea for a drawing too.
Yeah.
Drawing thing. Anyway, and then above that is the chicken
Bears.
or peacock,
Oh right.
whatever it is, with a
That's heavily
massive
armed.
backpack and a giant gun.
I'm here for it.
I love it.
And then the entire right side is covered in arsenic.
But cream soda scented.
Scented.
There's
Yeah,
a airstream,
Yeah.
and
That's
it's
a good
just like,
airstream. I
give
was
me
living
your
that.
bones and money.
Yeah. Give me your bones and money.
Give me your bones.
I love it. And Drew, look how good this Ickis is. That's what Ickis looks like normally. That's pretty solid. Also, I got that real quick, and this is
Yeah.
awesome.
You did real good.
Oh man,
See,
that kid-
maybe I just never mind. We'll talk about it later.
Anyway, thank you guys again for doing the show. Put your hands for Paul Thompson. Put your hands for Dee Burkhart. Put your hands for little kitty cat Gargamel. Put your hands for Drew Rogers. Put your hands for me, Jameson Rogers. Put your hands for our brother Cameron Rogers, talented photographer and producer. And put your hands for other producer and love of my life, Anna Kapakova. Thanks again, you guys. Put your hands for yourselves for watching. We'll see you guys next week.